Welcome to Good Vibes, a Bharat Media original.
Hello, Sat Sri Akal and Vanakkam. I'm Saraswathi Chandra and we welcome you all to the Good Vibes series, a Bharat Media original. Today, I will be taking you through the topic on the Pancha Maha Bhoothas, that is the 5 elements. These 5 elements help us to live in harmony with the nature, which plays very important role in our lives to keep us happy, healthy and peaceful. You are watching the Good Vibes, a Bharat Media original series. Now let us see in detail about these Pancha Bhoothas, which are the basic elements that make up any living organism on this earth or anywhere else in the universe. Pancha Bhoothas, Pancha Maha Bhoothas, Pancha Tattvas is often mentioned in the scriptures of ancient history and civilizations. This term refers to the 5 elements of which this universe and our body is made up of. Pancha means 5 and Tattva indicates elements, also known as Pancha Maha Bhoothas. Now if you look at the Panchakshara mantra of Lord Shiva, which all of you are aware of, you may be chanting it also, that is the Om Namah Shivaya. If you look at this Panchakshara mantra, you will see that Na is used for earth element Prithvi, Ma is used for water element Jala, She refers to fire element Agni, and Va is wind element Vayu, and Ya is space element Akasha. So the Panchakshara mantra of Om Namah Shivaya is very much connected to this Pancha Bhoothas, and all the 5 elements are in each of the syllables, and it is a collection of 5 major elements, which is the basis of all cosmic creation. Shiva is everything and everything is Shiva. Shiva is nothing, nothing is Shiva. That means everything is Shiva. So these 5 Pancha Bhoothas, Pancha Maha Bhoothas, the basic elements are also Shiva. When you look at these elements, the earth element, which is stability and solidarity, which gives us the firm footing. The water element gives us flexibility, cohesion and protection. And the fire element gives us progressive outlook towards life and also helps us in transformation. And the air element is movement, that means change, and let us understand the value of touch and go. And the space element helps us with the vastness the possibility, the potentiality which each one of us have it. So these elements with their qualities influence us, and that is how when they are balanced, we have harmony within, and then we have harmony with the nature also. Every human body is well adjusted mixture of 3 doshas. I'm sure all of you must have heard about it. It is an Ayurvedic terminology. It is very important there to find out about any problem, disease through Ayurveda method of healing. So they talk about Vata, Pitta and Kapha. These doshas, when in an ideal balance, it gives us healthy status to each of the individual. But when there is a disbalance and it is imbalanced, then it manifests as disease. Our attitude, our behavior also come into play with the doshas. If there is a disbalance, it affects our attitude and behavior besides the body. So a balanced sattvic diet or food intake with regular yoga practices and pranayama and meditation with timely medication helps us to avoid or get healed if there is a problem or keep away from any health issues. Now, if you look at the Vata dosha, it is formed by the Akasha element or the universal space, and also the Vayu or the air element. These two together form the Akasha Vata dosha, and Pitta dosha is a combination of Agni and Jal, or also known as Apa, and it is connected to Agni. Now the Kapha dosha is the combination of Prithvi and Jal, and it is in balance. Then of course it helps us to remain healthy. When not in balance, problems crop up. Now let us see that the earth element represents our bones, our muscles, the blood, which is a connective tissue and a vital liquid in the whole of our body. These are water elements. And the breath and the respiration is the air element. The temperature of the body is the heat generated and absorbed for maintaining the homeostasis is the fire element. And the body of a human being is which contains so many organs, and there is a space in between, an emptiness and hollowness within the body. These are all connected to the space element. You are watching Good Vibes, a Bharat Media original series. Now we have an energy body, and it has energy centers called chakras. All of you must have heard of these chakras. We have a chakra below the tailbone. We call it Muladhara chakra, which is connected to the Prithvi element, that is earth element, and its characteristic is stability and support, tolerance and productivity. In the pubic region, there is a sex chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, connected to the element Jal, and the characteristics of this is joy and well-being, and also flexibility, creativity. Now the Manipura chakra, 4 inches above the navel, solar plexus. It is Agni Tattva or the Agni element, the fire element, and it has the qualities of wisdom and power. Then the center of the chest, we have the Anahata chakra, which is connected to the Vayu element, the air element, and compassion, love, peace, and let go are the qualities of this chakra. And we have a throat chakra, that is the Vishuddha chakra, which is connected to the Akasha element, and the characteristics are trust, higher creativity, and clarity. And now the 5 elements are connected to these 5 chakras, and we have 2 more chakras. In between the eyebrows, we have the Ajna chakra, also the Master chakra. It is also connected to the space and light. And it is the chakra of intuitive intelligence, higher knowledge, and dignity. And then we have on top of the head Sahasrar chakra, the crown chakra, which is again connected to the spirit, the soul, universal light, and Akasha element, and the quality of this chakra is oneness. Now, the human body is associated with these elements. Each of the 5 fingers in our human beings is also associated with each of the element. So that means the energy associated with the appropriate element can be channelized through various hand gestures called mudras. If you look at your palm, the thumb represents the fire element, the index finger represents the air element, the middle finger represents the Akasha elements, and the ring finger represents the earth element, and the little finger represents the gel element, the water element. And when you make a mudra by connecting to the various fingertips with the thumb tip, then it gives the effect to balance that element. For example, Varuna Mudra, that is gel Varuna, little finger tip, and the thumb tip. When you press, and you can sit in a comfortable posture, and if you feel there is disturbance in the gel element through various findings, then you sit in this mudra for about 5 to 15 minutes, and the mantra for the gel element or the Swadhisthana chakra is Vam. So chant that mantra sitting in this Varuna mudra for about 5 to 15 minutes, minimum 5 minutes, and chant Vam, Vam, Vam. So like that, the earth elements mantra focusing on the Muladhara chakra is Lam. The Swadhisthana chakra water element is Vam. The fire element Manipura chakra is Ram. The Anahata chakra prana air element is Yam. And the throat chakra or the Vishuddha chakra Akash element is hum. So if you chant this to correct these elements in the body, then it helps you to balance these elements with the help of these mudras along with the chantings for about 5 to 15 minutes, focusing on that chakra which represents that particular element. It helps you. Now, there is a beautiful Maha Bhoothas mantra. There is a mantra on these 5 elements. So let us now listen to this mantra. I will chant 3 times so that you understand it. When I chant, just listen. You can mentally chant because I am going to chant very slow. Mangalam dishatu me akashaha, Mangalam dishatu me vayuhu, Mangalam dishatu me agnihi, Mangalam dishatu me apaha, Mangalam dishatu me prithvi, Mangalam dishatu me akashaha, Mangalam dishatu me vayuhu, Mangalam dishatu me agnihi, Mangalam dishatu me apaha, Mangalam dishatu me prithvi, Mangalam dishatu me akashaha, Mangalam dishatu me vayuhu, Mangalam dishatu me agnihi, Mangalam dishatu me apaha, Mangalam dishatu me prithvi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This mantra also you can chant every morning, thanking all these 5 elements, because our life is very much connected to all these 5 elements. Now you know there are temples dedicated to each of these elements. We have the earth element, and all these temples, 5 of them are Shiva temples, and in the south of our country. The earth element, we have a Prithvi Lingam, and the temple's name is Ekambareshwara temple. Then we have a temple for the water element, Jambulingam, and it is Jambulinkeshwar temple again in south. We have an Agni Lingam for the fire element, Arunachaleshwara temple. Then Vayulingam, the air element, Sri Kalahasti temple. And then we have an Akashalinga for space element, the Akasha element. It is Chidambaram, the Nataraja temple. You are watching Good Vibes, a Bharat Media original series. Now let us see each of these temples with the stories behind these temples. First we will take the earth element temple, Ekambareshwara temple. It is in Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu. Story of the Prithvi Linga. Once, what happened? Goddess Parvati was worshipping a Shivalinga that she made out of the sand, and did the Pratishtha of the Shivalinga under the mango tree in Kanchipuram. Now, Shiva was watching this and he wanted to test her devotion. So he brought a very heavy flood. So the river was overflowing and Parvati continued to worship the Lord without any fear, and the flood became more and more intense and it reached Parvati's place of worship. Now Parvati was worried, and you know what she did? She embraced that Shivalinga to protect it from the water and the flood. Pleased by her devotion, the Lord stopped the flood and appeared before her and took her back to Mount Kailasha. And later, on the request of Parvati, God Shiva manifested under the mango tree, so it is called Ekambareshwara. So this is how the earth element temple was created, and the parts played by Lord Shiva and Parvati is seen by us. Now let us see the water element, that is Jambukeshwara temple. It is water element, again in Tamil Nadu, Trichinapalli, Trichy also it is known as. Now here what happened? Goddess Parvati once disturbed Lord Shiva when he was very busy working for the betterment of the universe. So he got angry and he sent her to earth to do penance. So Parvati as Akhilandeshwari, Akhila whom is Ishwari, she conducted great penance under a jamun tree by making a Shivalinga with the water of the river Kaveri. Now, pleased with her penance again, Shiva appeared before her and she was taken with him to Mount Kailash. Now the jamun tree story also is important here, because according to the Sthala Puranam, there was a Maharshi by name Jambu, an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva, and he used to offer the fruit to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva used to eat the fruit and spit out the seeds. So the Jambu Maharshi, as a prasad, he took the seeds spitted by Lord Shiva and ate it through his mouth, because it is a prasada for him, and this seed started to grow as a tree from the head and the matted hair locks of the Maharshi. Seeing this, the Maharshi requested the god, that is the Lord Shiva, to reside under the jamun tree and give him moksha. So pleased with his devotion, Lord Shiva told Jambu Maharshi to do penance near Kaveri and thus fulfilled his wish and gave him moksha. Now, fire element, Arunachaleshwar temple. This is in Thiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu, and the story of Arunachalam. Once, Lord Vishnu and Brahma were having an argument. Who is superior among both of them? And the argument got more and more intensified. So in order to end that quarrel, Lord Shiva suddenly came like a huge column of fire, a Jyotisthambam or a Jyotirlingam in between both of them, Brahma on one side and Vishnu in other side. And the column of fire was so huge that its radiance cannot even be compared. And surprised by this mysterious object, the lingam, in between them, both of them wanted to find out the top and the bottom of the lingam. And they considered, both of them decided among themselves, whoever finds first will be superior to other. So both of them set off. Vishnu took the form of a boar and started digging the earth to find the root, that is the origin of that Shivalingam. On the other side, Lord Brahma took the form of a swan and flew upwards to find the top of the lingam. Now, unable to find the end, Lord Vishnu realized that this is none other than Supreme Lord Shiva, who neither has a beginning nor has end. So no origin or no end. He is infinite. In the meanwhile, Lord Brahma was also traveling up to locate the beginning of the Shivalinga. The top of the Shivalinga could not find out, and he felt very ashamed of returning. And also, he was very keen that he wants to tell Vishnu that he is superior. So Brahma thought of a lie and to tell Vishnu that he reached the top of the lingam. And as he was thinking, he saw the Ketaki flower falling from the space, and he asked the Ketaki, took the flower and asked the Ketaki flower to do a favor, to be a witness and agreeing to his lie that he saw the top of the lingam. So on returning, Lord Brahma told Vishnu that he was able to find the top of the lingam and shown the Ketaki flower as his witness. The flower too agreed. So Vishnu, unable to find the origin, agreed on his defeat. Seeing the treachery of Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva got very angry and appeared in front of both of them and revealed the truth and cursed Brahma that there will be no temples and no worship for him. On the other hand, Lord Shiva admired Lord Vishnu for sticking to the truth and blessed him. Later on the request of Brahma and Vishnu, Lord Shiva manifested as Agni Lingam, representing the fire element, and that is the Arunachaleshwara temple. Now, Sri Kalahasti, Kalahastishwara. It is the air element, and it is in Kalahasti at Andhra Pradesh. It is about the story of an elephant, a snake, and a spider. According to the Sthala Purana, the story is about these three creatures and their devotion to Lord Shiva. The spider used to worship the Shivalingam by constructing a web around it to avoid the dust falling on the Shivalingam. And the snake worshipped the Shivalingam by leaving a gem on it daily, and the elephant worshipped by bringing the water from the river Suvarnamukhi to clean the Shivalinga. The elephant's act of cleansing the linga destroyed the spider's web and also the gem to fall away from the Shivalinga. So after several days, the snake saw this and it became very angry with the elephant, and it crawled to the trunk of the elephant and bit the elephant. In the struggle, the elephant started running here there, and his trunk hit the Shivalingam, and this spider's web got removed. The snake remained in the trunk of the elephant, and the spider also died. The elephant too died with the snake poison, and the snake died inside the trunk of the elephant. Looking at their devotion, Lord Shiva appeared and gave moksha to all three of them and manifested as the Vayulingam on the request of these three creatures and said that this place will be referred with all three of you as Shri Kala Hasti. Shri is the spider, Kala is the snake, Hasti is the elephant. So that is how this place came up with the fire element. Now the Akasha element. We have a temple of Nataraja with the sky element and Chidambaram in Tamil Nadu. Chid means consciousness, Ambaram means sky. Now the story of Chidambaram. Once in Chidambaram, which was a very thick forest area, and there lived a group of sages who gained lot of powers, including the black ritual powers. So they wanted to control the gods also with this black power. They started troubling the people who did not accept them. So to put an end to all these things and also to reveal the ignorances of these sages behaving like this, Lord Shiva came in the form of a bhikshu. So he, as a mendicant, he came wandering, came to the forest, and he was very handsome. So seeing this handsome mendicant, the wives of the sages got attracted. So seeing this, the sages were very angry and used their magical power on this bhikshu, but nothing could harm him. So these sages intensified their attack by sending dangerous snakes. The bhikshu used those serpents and tied them as his ornaments, and then they created a magical tiger, and the bhikshu killed the tiger and wore the skin of the tiger as cloth. Now the sages used the power and called a demon, Apasmara, and sent him. And this bhikshu stepped on the back of the demon, killed him, and stood on him. So seeing all these, the sages understood that it is none other than the mightiest and the supreme one, Lord Shiva, and praised for his mercy. They prayed to him for his mercy. Now Lord Shiva revealed to them as Shiva, and he removed their ignorances and started a great dance, Ananda Tandava, at this place, Chidambaram, and manifested as Akashalinga. So these are the stories connected with all these 5 temples connected to these elements. Now, having seen these 5 elements and the stories connected with these temples and Lord Shiva, we should also know these elements, the importance of these elements, and how the excess of this element, less of this element in the body affects us, and how we can rectify this. So we will start from the Akasha element. So the Akasha element governs the space. If you look at our body areas, our mouth, nose, lungs and digestive tract, they are associated with the Akasha element, and also our mind is associated with Akasha element. And the gunas of Akasha element It is subtle, clear, light, all-pervading and formless. When we say Akasha, space, it is vast oneness comes to our mind, and Akasha means freedom to move, and the sense of Akasha is Shabda, the sound. This element is related with various actions like expansion, vibration, non-resistance. Sensory organs related to Akasha element is ear, as it is hollow and transmits the sound waves. Akasha is the invisible, omnipresent element connecting us to our highest instinct and our innate wisdom. When there is too much of Akasha element, we feel too much of space, emptiness, loneliness, and experience a void and lack of connection. We have no original thought or motivation to create, learn, grow, or become anything beyond exactly what we are in this moment. We just keep to that only. So, to improve upon this, we have to take care of our living. This will add substance to our structure and allowing our awareness and the spacious quality within us. And if the Akasha element is too less, then our minds are not clear. There is no clarity, but cluttered with informations, communication, with all thinking, and worries, fears, innumerable items to do. So we create lists with those. All these clutter our minds and creates problem within us. If we walk in a beautiful natural park or work with our physical body, then the blood pumping will increase and the energy will go downward. Then it will help to unite with the other elements. Then we will be connected. So this is about the Akasha element. Now let us find out about the air element. The air governs all the movements, dynamic it is. Our heartbeat, muscle contractions, neural impulses, they all are movements, and air element is connected to all this. It mostly identifies with our lungs, and air is the driver of actions in our body. The gunas of air are mobility, cold, dry, light, rough. Air is the great element that shows, as we already saw, a sense of movement. Vayu initiates and directs motion or movement, and it keeps our body in constant motion. The sense of air element is sparsh, touch. The sensory organ related to the air element is our skin. Any movement against the skin can easily be understood and registered. Air is our breath. It fills us with vitality and life, and it is our capacity for all movements and actions. But when this air element is too much, we feel scattered, full of anxiety, stress, confusion, and memory lapses. To balance this, we must work again with our legs. So walking exercises and Visarjana Kriya, where you can throw out the energy through Kapalabhati. Eat good meal, take a bath, oil your skin with a good self-massage, and think of ways that can add heaviness to remove this excess, which adds heaviness to this excess air by bringing in some lightness. Now, if there is too little air, we feel limited and our breath feels tight, gripping, shallow, and restricted. So, stagnant breath decreases our vitality and we feel very lethargic and drained out. So, stretching exercises will help, and do breath meditation. This will balance it. Now, Tej, the fire element. Fire governs transformation, digestion, absorption, assimilation, comprehension. It lives in our belly area, and this element is also called Teja or Agni. The sense organ of this fire element is vision, Rupa, perception of light, and the fire element is hot, sharp, light, dry, and subtle. Various functions are carried out by this element: penetration, digestion of the food, transformation of the thoughts, intelligence and perception of light. Fire digests all that we take each day through eating and also through our senses. It generates our energy and highlights our burning life's desires. When we are motivated and energized in our daily life, we are connected to our fire. And when there is too much of fire, what happens? The fire creates anger, fighting, and make us hot-tempered. So you need the help of earth element and water element to reduce the fire. So bring in some flexibility, bring in some stability to running, walking, etc. will help you. And when there is too little fire, we feel cold, extinguished, and needing a spark and a blast of air to ignite the flame. So stimulate the things you are passionate about. Work on that. Eat clean food. Keep all your airways open. That will help you to balance it. Now, water element. Water governs our lymph, plasma, cytoplasm, and saliva. The water element is found in our body more than 72%, and it is found everywhere. It is also called Jala or Apa. The water element's gunas are cool, liquid, dull, soft, and cloudy. Water is a fluid and it is smooth. And when our movements are flexible and supple, we feel fully nourished. Then we are connected to our water element. And the sense organ connected to water element is rasa or the taste. Now, when there is too much of water in our body, we are all over the place, spilling into too many areas or drowning. That means we take on more than what we can. So we need the air to dry us out and the earth to give us a solidarity. So you have to slow down. Find a place where you can stand, take deep breath, not feeling pulled by the undercurrents or gasping for air. So you will feel better. Now when there is too little water, we lose our fluidity, become too dense and hard. We feel stuck, unmotivated, and to remedy this, we need to hydrate, drink lot of water and other liquids, and find and enjoy a swimming or a body of water or dance with joy. And also nourish your skin with Abhyanga. It is an Ayurvedic oil massage. Avoid dry foods and infuse your diet with lots of soups and liquids. Now we come to the earth element. The earth element governs structure and manifests in our bones, nails, hair, teeth, skin, etc. It is concentrated in our legs, and the gunas of earth are heavy, dense, thick, hard and stable. Earth is grounding, anchoring and centering. So when we can plant our feet firmly on the ground and allow our legs to hold us up, we are connected to our earth. Earth elements connected to the sense is Gandha, the smell. Now when there is too much of earth, you feel stuck and unmovable. Perhaps you feel weighed down. Sunshine, fresh air, laughter, light-hearted company will help you and also do something new. Devise ways to add warmth, softness and joyful moments in your life. Now when there is too little of earth, we feel unstable, ungrounded, and our balance is off. So getting on to your feet will help you. Additionally, allow yourself to slow down, be still and find silence within. You can meditate, allow your breath to settle. You should also get enough sleep, have warm bath and eat nourishing meals. So I hope all of you understood why these elements play an important role in our life. And when it is disbalanced, what all problems we will be facing. You are watching Good Vibes, a Bharat Media original series. Now, when these elements are in harmony, we are at ease. But when there is no harmony, then the disease comes up. So, we have to be relaxed, filled with lot of gratitude, work into the legs when you need more earth, add hydration and nourishment to your life when you need more water, fuel when you need more fire, breathe deeply and slowly when you need more air, prana, and the Akasha element will reflect the qualities most apparent in your being, so you will be able to see through you, do self-analysis. Then the Akasha element is intact. So it is a reflection of harmony of our elemental body. The body is strong and it is a tool given to us and it has a shape and a limited area, but our mind has no boundaries. It can take you wherever you want to go. So live big and be in tune with the dynamic rhythm of your natural elements. So my dear friends, I hope all of you enjoyed and understood what are these Pancha Tattvas, Pancha Maha Bhoothas, the elements and why they are important in our life. This is under the series Good Vibes, a Bharat Media original. Now stay tuned. I'll be here again next week with yet another topic in our series on Good Vibes. A very interesting topic, silence. So see you. Thank you. God bless you.